essence of Soviet power was its ballistic missiles. They could wipe out any country in the world in a 30-minute time. So that's a lot of power.
Communism was gaining the world over, gaining by its main methods, military threat from military might.
We all thought the Soviet Union was still a vast, powerful economy, huge military power, a threat to world peace, determined to extend its influence around the world. The news of the intention to spring him came to me in Downing Street. I couldn't tell anyone else because no one else knew about it.
It was so sensitive that Pol needed the Prime Minister's personal approval to activate an escape plan.
Oleg Gordievsky was perhaps the most valuable agent because he understood the Soviet system from inside.
In Moscow, the net was closing in on Oleg Gordievsky.
At that time, I decided to use my secret, long-standing plan of escape. I sent a signal to the intelligence.
Gordievsky evaded his KGB watchers and made his way to a forest near the Finnish border.
In the morning, I started to move toward the side in the woods. And there I waited. I waited arrival of cars driven by two British people. It was a very small car, very small. On the border, we started to stop. One stop, second stop, third stop.
They were approaching the moment of maximum danger.
The KGB and Soviet custom checks on the cars. I heard the voices. I heard even the KGB dogs barking. To my great luck, it went without any accidents. When I was a British agent inside the KGB, the British intelligence service didn't have time to ask me about economy, because they were interested about strategic issues. The arms control questions were so overwhelming. The West neglected the important foundation of the armament, the economy.
Gordievsky told his British spy masters that the Soviet Union was under great pressure, devoting more than a third of its entire economy to military spending.
And the analyst, he said, I can't put such a huge number because nobody would believe it. Later, economists realized that the Soviet Union had been spending at least 50% of the military.
Gordievsky's information was shared with President Reagan and the Americans, and he was able to play behind the scenes a role of extraordinary influence.
The Communist administration reported that the economy was growing. It was not the case. The economy started to go down all the time. And the deficit was covered only with the help of the oil prices. And the extra money made it possible to claim that they were successful. And they were deceiving the world.
Communism, the real story of the Soviet economy, was one of empty shells and a standard of living that was a fraction of Western Europe's.
Soviet economy was neither nor. It was not a Stalinist economy anymore, but it was not a market economy. People don't want to work. The people have no incentives. The economy inside which the people have no incentives have no future. So you can do two things. Take gun and put his gun to his head like it was at Stalin's time, or you have to give him incentive. Because he wants to improve the life of his family. And he can't.
Factory managers at Norilsk could see the economy was not working because the workers were not working.
При социализме хорошо работать не будешь,
You can't work properly under socialism.
потому что большой разбор
There is no incentive.
результатов.
And sadly, that's the only thing that gets us going.
Есть основное, что движет нами.
People come to work and just go through the motions. They absorb these papers to the crossroads. The state goes on paying them, the state gets poorer, the people get corrupted. Then bankruptcy. And that's what happened, the collapse of a great empire.
Империя